the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you all for coming through. We're going to talk tonight a little bit more about Katt Williams and that Club Shay Shay interview that pretty much shook the black internet and black YouTube. And I do have a guest that is supposed to come through. So we'll see when my guests come through a little bit more about their thoughts and things, with this Katt Williams. So earlier in the week, everybody pretty much know about Katt Williams' bombshell interview with Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharpe. And since then, I have responded to it on Friday, but I'm going to get into it because, again, it's more people that he addressed in the interview has had a chance to respond. And of course, when you're talking about comedians, they will respond in funny ways, which, is always good for everybody that's listening, at least. And, and then also a couple thoughts about everybody putting together top 10 comedians and top 10 comic list and things, which is all good. It's just like in sports, people say top 10, basketball player or football quarterback, whatever the case. I mean, it's all in good fun, but I mean, it is a good question in the sense of what makes a top 10 comic or comedian in people's eyes, more so the criteria than who somebody chooses, because also comedy is subjective. It could be a huge comedic headlining star making millions, and somebody could not think that they're funny, whereas it's obvious that a lot of people do if they selling out and making money. So it's never any guaranteed set way for a comic. Some people think Eddie Murphy is funny, some may not. It's different. Anyway, let me get to some of these comments. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to my girl Patty for coming through first in the building, patient and ready. I appreciate you, sis. I was waiting on my guest. I did get started a little late behind the scenes, so my apologies for getting that invite out a little late, and hopefully they're able to work it out and get through. I was trying to help him get it worked out, so we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of the devil, look like everything may be working good now. What's up, Nikki B on X, aka Twitter? What's up, Nikki? How you feeling? Good to see you. Rashonda, what's up, sis? How you doing, girl? Good to see you as always. Miss Dior, you say you here for this discussion. That's what's up, girl. I'm glad that you come through as always. What's up? What's up? Juan Marley, what's up, fam? How you doing? All right. We got my man, Atia Radford. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing just good, man. Good to see you made it. I was just explaining. I got that invite out a little late to you. My apologies. So, I like to try to get it out a little sooner so we can work out the bugs beforehand. So, my bad with that, but I'm glad you made it. And, everybody out there watching, this another fellow comedian in the Indianapolis area, Tia Radford. Go ahead and give yourself an introduction to everybody. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hey, my name's Tia Radford. I was raised in a single-parent household. Just a mother, and I got like 5 brothers and 1 sister. It was rough. We struggled a lot. I've been homeless quite a bit, and now, I own a production company where we have some actors that we link in with writers as well. We got writers and actors so we record skits 2 times a day called Milk and Cookies. And we just network with people around the town. We record skits and have a good time, provide food and everything. But you can find us on Milk Cookies Productions. We got a lot of stuff. We've been doing that for about 2 years now. On top of that, I'll be doing a show every Wednesday out here in Indianapolis, Indiana, at Stone Tree, promoting comedians, rappers, singers, poets, spoken words, any talent you do, you come out. And my biggest thing is video creation, because a lot of people come out here, they do their talent and wonder, why do I not grow? And the answer is because you're not videotaping yourself. Without videotaping, you can't improve, you can't see where you're messing up. And on best of that, you can't get paid gigs. You have nothing to show for your work. When it comes to actually showing, hey, I can do this, let me get this gig, you have nothing. So I want to be that difference and be that network point. So that's a little bit. I do a couple more. I got a nonprofit with the youth where we become a second home for kids, and I model. If you're not out here, please try to just connect with me and link in so we can all do what we can to actually spotlight all the good that actually goes on.
Yeah, I know we didn't have much time to get set up before you came, but I don't know if you could see where you could put your link with your Instagram. See how my Instagram is under my name? You're supposed to put your Instagram under there so that way people can go there and check you out. But
I'm adding it now.
There you go. Everybody, he putting in Instagram. Check him out. Almost died on the camera while he was talking. I hope y'all didn't notice that. The water went down the wrong way. I'm glad you did have some things to say. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the platform to actually say it.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Rose Garden, she say, look at these handsome men's. Oh, look at that. So you might have somebody interested in your modeling work. Got to go ahead and put that up there, man.
Yeah, let me make sure my information is up there now. I gotta ensure that.
All right. And so while you doing all of that, trying to get that set up, that's why I like to try to get this out sooner, but I had a few delays. So again, my bad with that. But what did you think of the Katt Williams interview? I'm pretty sure you got a few thoughts about that. So your in general first thoughts on that interview. What did you think?
You're gonna be very upset with me.
Upset with you? That's your opinion. Oh, you ain't seen it?
I have not. No, I have not. I've heard a lot of. He laid out long about a lot of that's going on in the industry, and nobody's really objecting to it. They're just saying he's just tripping. They're not saying nah, he lying. So I heard a lot of comments. I heard a lot of stuff about that, but I haven't really. So I did not at all.
All right. Well, he kind of went in on a few things with different comedians. Some of the stuff is no way, I guess. Well, in some way, because the internet undefeated, so people have looked up things like he accused some people of stealing his jokes. Well, not some people. He did a few people, but Cedric, the entertainer, was one of the people he kind of went in on for stealing his joke. So I'll explain it to you like this. As a comedian, you tell me what you think. All right. And this is probably pretty good because you didn't see it. So we'll see what your thoughts are without being influenced by what he said. All right. And then I'll even play the clip. I believe I got the clip with the joke as well. I'll play it while you tell me your thoughts. Anyway, so okay. The joke is this. You've seen Kings of Comedy now, I know, right? With Cedric and Bernie Mac, right? Now you remember the joke Cedric does, right? The joke he does where he driving the car like going to the spaceship. He in the spaceship driving it like a Cadillac, got the cigarette hanging and all of that. All right. Well, yeah.
That's Katt Williams.
Well, Katt Williams did a joke on Comic View, BET Comic View, a year or two before that. And in his joke, it was something similar, but it wasn't about going to the space driving a spaceship, it was driving a car. But the whole thing is he's doing the thing with driving the car and he's acting it out. So, for example, is the joke really about the car or a spaceship, or is the punchline of the joke when you doing all this and acting it out and whatever? So in Katt Williams' joke, he talking about a date, but he gets on the stool and then he pretending to be driving, and then the car start messing up and he get out and then he pushing the car, and then that's where all the laughs are, because it's the same with Cedric. The premise of the joke is more of the acting it out and not the actual words. So without me playing anything and just your thoughts, you tell me what you think about that while I pull up the clip. What do you think?
I feel like he stole it because I can absolutely see that, because it is jokes that is on the premise of just acting it out. So if I'm on his side, then that's not good. I don't like. I know a couple people. I'm not gonna say anything, but they take jokes and they go after just look for jokes and then just tweak it one little way and say, "Oh, it's my new joke," and say, "Oh, it's different." And no, if the premise is the acting and that state, it is. That was a
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, say your joke is about how you do it to the woman or whatever, this way or that way, at night. Well, if I say the same pretty much thing, except I say it's in the daytime and I did it a different way, but it's the same thing, what that I really, yeah, it's kind of like, you kind of, a comic knows better. The audience may not be able to notice, but a comic will be like, come on, man. So, I don't know.
There's a lot of that going on out here, too. So I'm glad some of it's been actually called out.
Yeah, I mean, that did happen to me at one time. But it wasn't, I think because of being on the internet and stuff on YouTube a few years ago. So people, sometimes it's your fans, your supporters, but it's not that they doing it on purpose. So people will watch my videos and like some things I say, and then they go to other people's channels and in the comments will say, oh, this is such and such, or these people are the such and such people, or whatever. I don't want to say whatever to put it out there necessarily to bring it up or whatever again, but then maybe the person that's watching that channel, maybe the person whose channel that is, didn't know that these people saw it on another person's channel or whatever. And of course, the people in the comments not going to be like, hey, Jay said such and such. They just will say it. And so then the people that saw it on the channel will repeat it. And they thinking they either got it from some no name in the comments or, hey, whatever, and then next thing you know, it's circulating more. And then it looks like when I was saying it, I'm stealing my own joke from somebody, which wasn't good, because then it made it look like I'm copying off of them. Like, wait a minute, what? Because they had more subscribers or a bigger channel. But just because a person watch me, they may watch somebody with 100 subscribers or watch somebody with 1 million and anywhere in between. And they could be commenting and saying stuff. And then if somebody that had the 1 million subscribers, for example, then they come back and see me saying it like, man, look at this little dude taking this dude with the millions jokes. You know what I'm saying? You biting his material, and that ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? So, and even the person that did maybe say it didn't do it on purpose either. They didn't necessarily know. So, anyway, I'm about to play you this video, this clip of the video. Damn, I just had it. There we go. And then I'll let you tell me what you think about it. Hold on, let me rewind it just a second more. And you pretty much remember Cedric's joke from Kings of Comedy, because that's been played a whole lot more. So I ain't gonna really play that part. You know, it's due to copyright stuff as well. All right, here we go. So
Get into this. Let's see.
all right. You see it now?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. So, in case there's some copyright issues with that. So you see he ain't, now the car stopped. All right, now you see how they got him kind of doing his thing there. They both kind of stomping on the foot, you know, in different parts. You know, it's more of the acting out of it. Yeah, let me go to Cedric again a little bit more when he acting out. There we go. Now here's Cedric. Look, he's stepping on it. Look, putting it down. Look, kind of got the same. Maybe black folks all drive with the left. I don't know. I actually drive with my hand on the left. Although I drive with the left too on the wheel. So I don't know. Maybe that was a coincidence. I don't know. So now, after the little quick little refreshment of the memory, what's your thoughts now on that? I got Patty saying, yeah, said probably didn't think Katt would call him out on it. I don't know.
I'm on that, yeah. That most definitely, it was exact mimic of that shit, of Katt's.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. Yeah, Katt may have something to it. I don't know. You know.
You're not on his side.
Well, I mean, I think that he did get the premise from it, actually. I do think that that he got that idea. You know, it's hard to prove certain things, but so here's another thing that I'll put out here. And this is something I was just about to say. Juan Marley in the comments said that said knew better, Katt said, and said congratulated him after doing the joke personally. So Katt said that they did talk about it, and he said that they kind of squashed it, that he said that the joke was good. Well, no, first he said when Katt did the joke, I think said was on Comic View or something, and he told him the joke was great and congratulated him on it. Then he was doing his joke version of it on you know, Kings of Comedy. And so then Katt said that they talked about it afterwards and then it was all good. So he said the reason he brought it up again is that Cedric was on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp podcast, and said when Shannon asked him, he said, I ain't take his joke. The dates don't match up. And so he was like, what? Why he lying and bringing this up again when we already talked about it or whatever? Now, looking at that, I do think that people take people's premise and stuff. Now, if you are inspired by another comic saying something and you come up with something on your own, or even if it's similar, I won't say you stole it. But if it is very similar and you're making a lot of money, and that was, like he said, his closing joke, that it was so much for him that they was putting it on the Comic View commercial. And so then you took his closing joke, and as you know, you need your material and things. But of course, he's gonna come up with other stuff. But I don't know. I think it could have been a little little more dicey. I don't know, but yeah, I do think that it did get inspired by, at least by the very minimum. And if he took it, he took it. You know. Anyway, he said a lot of stuff that was funny and interesting. One thing Katt said that I think was funny and interesting is he said that he read the entire encyclopedia set and he was reading 3,000 books a year by the age of 13. 3,000 books a year. Now, I had to think about that. It's what, 365 days in a year? So if you take 3,000 divided by 365, you're looking at 8.2 books a day. Damn, I ain't that smart. Katt is a genius. He also said, you got to watch this interview. You missing out on some very entertaining and informative stuff right here, man. Yeah, he said also, I'll tell you some more Katt facts. Katt facts. He was accepted to college while he was still in grade school. And he said also that he didn't go to high school, and because of strict religious things going on in his home, which he said was Jehovah's Witness. So, I mean, I'm not saying none of this stuff is not true. How can I dispute this? But I do think a lot of this stuff is very interesting, to say the least. So, I don't know if he read 8 books a day. I don't know. I think that's a lot, though.
That's all you doing all day.
Woo! That's a lot.
You got time for nothing else.
Hey, this is for real. So she said, how many pages in the book? Patty said, how many pages in the book? 9. Hey. For real. Still, even at 10 pages a book at 8, that's 80 pages a day.
Okay, you're right.
And still start to be like, damn, you got to read 80 pages a day. 80 pages? Boy. And you a kid still. You only, what, no more than 13? Genius. He said that he left home at 13 and hitchhiked to Florida from, I forgot where he was. Was he in Dayton, Ohio? I think he was in Dayton, Ohio. Hitchhiked to Florida with him and his dog. And then he had so much going on. Lived in a library, stole car. He said he would steal car radios and sell them for $1,000 a piece or something. Which, I don't know what car radios he was stealing,